Hello viewers, in my previous video I have discussed about the sutras and the sub-sutras, the process of addition, and in this particular video I would be talking about the subtraction. Now here first we would be looking up into the sutra that is being used for the subtraction process. The name of the sutra is Mithilam Navtash Charmam Dashatah, and the meaning of this sutra is all from 9 and last from 10. And looking up the examples for subtraction, we will be taking two approaches. First is the traditional and the other would be the Vedic approach. Now suppose we have 1000 minus 24. Normally when we talk about it, because this number 0 cannot be subtracted from 4, we do it like 10. Because we have borrowed from here, this will become 9. Because we have borrowed from here, it will become 9 and this will become 0. So this is 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 0 is 9 and 0. Now the aspect when we talk about traditional approach is that always the calculation is done from right to left. We can never proceed with the calculation from left to right. This is when we talk about the traditional approach. Now let's take the same question using the Vedic maths approach. So we have 1000 minus 24. The best part of Vedic maths approach is maybe either when we talk about addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, we have the possibility that we can make out the calculation both from left to right and from right to left. It is not going to any way matter out. Okay, let's first make out the calculation from the right side. Now as the sutra says, all from 9 and last from 10. It means the last number has to be subtracted from 10 and the rest of the numbers has to be subtracted from 9. And the very first number has to be reduced to 0. It means actually it will be reduced by 1. So when 1 is reduced by 1, it is going to give us 0. So either we like going from right to left, so we have 10 minus 4, that is 6, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 0 is 9 and this way. This was when we have done from right to left. Now we can do the same question when we proceed from left to right. Okay, so as the sutra says, all from 9, last from 10. First reduce the numbers, make it 10, make it 9, reduce by 1. So you have 0, 9, 9 minus 2 is 7 and 10 minus 4 is 6. So here it is not really dependent upon how we are proceeding, because here we have already made out the process how the borrow or how the how the borrow has to be accommodated, but this is not when we talk about the traditional approach. Let's take another example. We'll go with 5000 minus 38, 138. Let's make it 138. And I'll write the same question over here, 138. This will be from left to right. We would be defining both the ways, from right to left and from left to right. Okay. Now going to the traditional way, 10, 9, 9 and 4. This is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 1 is 8 and 4 minus 0 is 4. Now using the Vedic math approach from right to left, make it 10, make it 9, reduce 5 by 1. Okay, so this is going to become 4. So this is 4, 9 minus 1 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, 10 minus 8 is 2. Proceeding from the other way out, so we have 10, 9 and 4. So we find this to be relatively easier. Now let's talk about where this particular sutra can be implemented, because when we talk about subtraction, I hope you have observed that for both the cases I have taken the numbers which are multiple of 10, 100,000 and 10,000. It means when we are talking about this particular sutra about subtraction, we have to make sure that we are making out the calculation or we are subtracting the number only which are ending with zeros or which are multiple of zeros. We cannot take any random value which have multiple digits and make out the calculation. Okay, so that was all with this. We have done up with the subtraction process, and moving ahead we would be taking up multiplication. Now coming to the very first, that is the sutra for multiplication. Now as we will move into the further discussion, we will find that depending upon the nature of the calculation and the nature of the numbers involved, we have to use different sutras just for multiplication. So here we would be taking some specific cases, and for all those specific cases, as I have mentioned over here, we have to use the rule of or the sutra of Vilokanam. And what is Vilokanam? Vilokanam means mere observation. It means that we need to understand the nature of the number, and according to the nature of the number, we have to apply that calculation. Okay, so let's take up the first multiplication, that is by 2. Okay, by 2, suppose we'll go with the approach of traditional and Vedic. Suppose we have to do 76 into 2. Okay, so how we calculate? 6 2s are 12, 1 carry, 7 2s are 14 and 15. Okay, but when we talk about Vedic, it says that instead of multiplying it with 2, some will go for addition, and here we would be applying the logic of addition as we have learnt in the addition rule. 6 plus 6 is 12, cut off 2, cut off 1, add a dot and copy down the number 2. 7 plus 7 is 14, remove off 1, put a dot and copy 4. This is the carry which has to be proceeded over here, this is the carry which has to be proceeded over here. So the answer is going to come to 152. It means we don't need to multiply, we just need to push up for the addition. So that was when we need to multiply a number by 2. That was the first case. Moving ahead, we have the next process, that is multiplication by 4. And when we talk about multiplication by 4, it means twice plus twice. So whatever result we have obtained by multiplying it by 2, we are going to add the same number to it. Okay, so suppose we have 76. I'll take the single example of using the number 76 and I'll repeatedly multiply it with 2, 4, 8, 16 and on and on. Okay, so we have 76 into 4. As going with the traditional approach, 6 4s are 24, 2 carry, 7 4s are 28, 29, 30. Now, using the Vedic maths approach, as I told you, this is the answer which we have got when we have multiplied it by 2. Now, adding the same number again. So, we have 3, 0, 4. It means twice plus twice is going to give us the answer in terms of 4. Coming to the next, so we have done with these discussions, we'll come to the next discussion, that is multiply by 8. So 76 into 8, 6 8s are 48, 7 8s are 56, that is going to give us 608. So here we have done twice plus twice, that is going to give us the fourth value. Fourth means multiplication by 4. And as I told you, when we are doing by 8, we have to do 4th plus 4th. So that is 4th plus 4th. So that is going to give us 608. So this is the answer when we have multiplied by 2. This is the answer we have got when we have multiplied by 4. This is when we have multiplied by 8. Okay. Coming to the next, by 16. 16 means, let's take the fourth one. So that is 76 into 16. So as you find, this is comparatively a complicated way, because either you should know the table of 16 or you need to split 16 into 6 and 1 and then carry out the multiplication. 6 6 is 36, 42 plus 3 is 45 and 6 and 7. So this is 1, 2, 1, 6. And going with the Vedic approach, this is the 8th value. And when we talk about the Vedic approach, it says 8 plus 8. So that is 8 plus 8. That is going to give us 1, 2, 1, 6. Okay, so this is the answer which we get when we multiply by 16. So that is 8 plus 8. Okay, so this was about when we need to go with a multiplication of either 2, 4, 8 or 16. And in all the cases what we have observed, when we are using the traditional approach, we need to remember the tables of 2, 4, 8 and 16. Okay, but when we are talking about Vedic approach, for all the cases we never went with the multiplication process. We just went with the simple addition, and as compared to multiplication, addition is always considered to be simpler and less prone to mistakes. Okay, so that was with the multiplication by 2, 4, 8 and 16. Next we'll take up for the multiplication by 5. Now the multiplication rule by 5, taking the traditional approach, we have taking the same value 76 into 5. So that is 76 into 5, 6 5 is 33 carry, 35 plus 3 is 38. Vedic approach says that if you need to make out 76 into 5, so this 5 can be written as 10 upon 2. So we have 76 into 10 upon 2. Simple 760 upon 2, and that is going to give us 380. Okay. Next is by 50. So 76 into 50, we can multiply it by 5, so that is 380, and append the 0 to the answer. By using the Vedic approach, what it says that represent 50 as 100 upon 2. Okay, so we have 76 into 100 upon 2, that is 7600 upon 2, and this will come out to be 3800. Next is by 25. 25, when we multiply 76 into 25, so we have 76 into 25, 6 5s are 30, 35 and 3 is 38, 12 and 15. So we have 1900. Now when we talk about multiplication with Vedic, when we are multiplying by 25, it can be defined as multiply by 100 and divide by 4. So we have 76 into 25 can be written as 76 into 100 upon 4. So that is 7600 upon 4, and we have 1900. Same way, when we talk about 76 into 75, with the traditional approach, 6 5s are 30, 38, 42, 53. So this is the answer by the traditional approach. And if we go with the Vedic approach, we have, for getting 75, we need to multiply by 300 and divide by 4. It means simply 76 into 3. 228. So we have 22800 upon 4. So that is going to come to 4 5s are, 4 7s are, and 0 0. So when we talk about multiplication, if we have committed a mistake over here, that is going to propagate till the answer. But there is no such possibility, because here we are multiplying with 5 and 7, whereas here we are multiplying relatively with the smaller digits. And 0 is automatically appended over there. And when we are dividing the answer with 4, again we have a smaller value, so the calculation is relatively simpler and easier, and the possibility of errors is also very much reduced. So overall, when we sum up these particular approaches, so we are talking about Vilokanam. It means we just need to identify what is the number with which we are multiplying. Either we are multiplying with 2, 4, 8, 16, or with 5, 50, 25 and 75. So we just need to observe what are the numbers, and according to that particular observation we need to identify what is the approach. So confining and summarizing the approach, when we are multiplying by 2, simply add it twice. By 4, twice plus twice. By 8, fourth value plus fourth. By 16, 8th plus 8th. By 5, multiply by 10, divide by 2. By 50, multiply by 100, divide by 2. When we need to multiply by 25, it is multiply by 100, divide by 4. And coming to the last one, that is for multiplying the value with 75, we have to multiply the same with 300 and divide by 4. Okay, so that was all with this particular multiplication. In the next video, we would be talking about again some special cases of multiplication. Thanks a lot.